The one thing that I hate about indie music is that I can never understand the lyrics. Lyrics are very important to a person like me, so like when I get an indie band and they put their lyrics on the inside of their EP or album, that's amazing and I love it. However, hey guys, it's Madeline here. So being a 17-year-old girl with ADHD, I tend to overanalyze anything and everything. Combine that with being a writer, music geek, poet, and wannabe English major, and you have yourself a recipe for disaster. So today, we're going to be overanalyzing Breathe In by Roger Gisborne. We're gonna rip this song to pieces, learn some new things, and probably change how you, and most definitely I, listen to this song for the rest of eternity. Let's do it. So I'm gonna start off with a little information about this artist, Roger Gisborne. The main one I'm using here are soundx3.com. Okay, I need to paraphrase this because oh my goodness gracious, it's so wordy. Roger Gisborne is a UK native, 20-year veteran in the music industry, having first been signed by Doug Morris, Daniel Glass, and Hans Zimmer as a recording artist and songwriter. Gisborne's Brit rock, indie pop, and EDM catalog is heavily licensed throughout the world, on all major and cable networks, featured in ad campaigns, studio and indie films, and used in TV theme songs. Gisborne later founded Soundx3 with his wife, Anita Rivas. As far as I know, this particular artist has been featured either playing or singing on multiple different albums and groups. Some that I know of are Plasticine, which I think is the most famous. Don't quote me on that. Skylab, there's also the Local Division. Now, I couldn't exactly find a quote from the artist about any of the songs that I'm going to be analyzing in this video. However, I did find, for one of the songs, Electricity, on his official Instagram page. I woke up on the day before Valentine's Day in LA 2018, wrote and recorded the demo for this tune, Electricity, or aka Real in Love, and sent it to her as a Valentine's 2018 present, as I had forgot to send a card. She was 500 plus miles away, so it was the best way to express my love to her. I was going through a Beatles phase since I started writing and performing in the 90s. I am happy to say that I'm still in the same Beatles phase. Also, just another fact that I'm throwing out here, he also collabed with my favorite band of all time. So, there's that fact, just throwing that out there. I don't think there's a single song on this album that doesn't talk about love, so I'm just going to completely ignore the words of my freshman year geometry teacher and just assume that the rest of it applies also to love for his wife. Sue me. I'm just gonna start out with just the main question in general. What is it? Breathe in something else. What is that something else? What are we breathing in? So we're gonna get into that today. We start off the song with wait, we need a break from the grind. Now a grind is, the definition is hard or very dull work. What kind of work are we talking about here though? Are we talking about a metaphorical work as in just stress in general? Or are we actually talking about a physical overload of work in our jobs? Whatever work is repetitive, I really love the next lyric in the song, we're stuck on a wheel, because stuck on a wheel means that you're being repetitive, as in you're just turning around and around and around and around, and you're stuck, meaning that's also something that's kind of hard or dull that's happening. So it's not only calling the work repetitive, but it is also being repetitive in the way that it talks. I just really love the rhetorical image in those lyrics because it puts an actual image of like something grinding against each other. I think of like a wheel, like maybe two wheels or a wheel grinding against a wall. Not only does that image put something you can see inside your head, but also a really unpleasant noise as well. So these first two lyrics help to set the mood and the idea of the entire song. We do know, for one, that it is about someone who is overworked. Another thing I really love about this artist is that he uses a bunch of different metaphors that you listen to them and you're just like, what the heck? One of them being in this song, Tears of a Clown. Not only tears of a clown, I hear the tears of a clown. Come to find out, when I looked it up, Tears of a clown is someone who looks happy, but they actually aren't. So I think of a mask of depression. That's usually a common metaphor used to describe someone who's depressed. They're wearing a mask, they're trying to hide their sadness from the rest of the world. So if he's hearing these tears of a clown, that it probably means that he's listening to something this person is saying. I'm just going to assume that what the person is saying in the song is that she's lying, that she's okay. I can tell this because the lyric right before I hear the tears of a clown says, let's not pretend that it's all right. So I think that's kind of a response to something that the girl has been telling him. The next lyric, the world is a circus town. We all know what a circus is, but figuratively it is representing a riot or chaos, and the literal definition of the word is a public scene of fast, energetic, uncontrolled, or noisily intrusive activities. So if the tears of the clown are coming from the girl, that must mean that the girl is figuratively the clown. So if she's the clown, does that mean that she's part of this circus? Does she want to be part of the circus? But a clown, everyone's laughing at her. So does that mean that when she tries to fix things, she can't really do it because everyone else is making fun of her and telling her, no, you can't, and just using her? And what exactly is this bad behavior that this girl is displaying? Your bad behavior is on decline. But why is she misbehaving? The next line is repeated in the second verse as well. Everyone knows it's better to sleep, it's sensible. Now, if we take the definition of a circus, which is noisy, and then sleep, which is peaceful, these are contradicting ideas. And sensible is when you're not aware of something, it's something that's easily appreciated, it is practical. I'm really focusing on the not aware part, because not aware is exactly what is happening when you're asleep. So I'm thinking that maybe with connecting to the circus and the noise, maybe by being brought down, he's calming her down, because again, sleep is a peaceful feeling, and they're becoming not aware, so not aware of the noise of the circus around them. But then he says, and then she comes down, and I'm on a cloud. I don't know exactly what he means by this, but what I think of immediately is Cloud 9. But why is everyone so accessible? In the second verse, I am torn between two different lyrics of this song. I hear, did you wait on your life? You're completing a time, or you're competing on time. You're completing on time would tie back into time as in you're waiting on your life, as in you're like waiting on the last second to finish something or to do something instead of being early and punctual. But to be competing on time, when you're competing, you're in a race. You don't want your opponent to pass you in a race, right? And in a later lyric, it's too late to rewind. That means you can't fill in for the time lost. And again, time lost. If she's competing with time, that would mean probably that the distance between the figuration of time and her would be the actual time, so that's the time she lost. And again, wait on your life. You don't want to wait for your opponent in a race, so you can't really fill in that time lost. And so, is that what her bad behavior is referring to in the first verse? The chorus is really where this question comes to play. What is it? What are we breathing in? We're breathing in something else, but what is that something that we're breathing in? You can also connect it to the phrase room to breathe, which means free time, relax, away from stress. You can really connect all of these words and lyrics into one central idea of stepping away from hard work for some time to rest. But the question, what is it that I'm seeing in this song? Hiding from its sound. I can almost feel it. What is it? Is the sound the grind that we hear in the imagery in the beginning of the song? That seems the most logical to me because, again, grind, it creates, again, this idea of the grind and the sound and the awful sound it makes. So, hiding from its sound, and again, oh my goodness gracious. Thinking about it just now, we already have two different imageries of noise. We have one at the beginning of the song with the grind, where it creates the figurative noise in our heads, the imagery of something grinding against a harsh surface. But we also have the circus, because again, a circus, the literal definition is noisily intrusive activity. So hiding from its sound would probably connect back to the work. But then again, what is it? You can almost feel it, but what is the it that you feel? What is it referring to? What is this feeling that you're feeling? Is it a physical feeling? Are we talking about an emotion here? If we're talking about an emotion, I'm thinking of the emotion that you're being calm. And again, it's better to sleep, it's sensible, you're not aware, you're being calm. You can feel it as in, you can feel the sleep, you can feel it being calm. So if we connect this idea of stepping away from work, we can go back to the repetitive lyric, your bad behavior's on decline. I'm guessing bad behavior must be overworking yourself. I literally did rip this song to pieces, wow. This song is just so clever, not just lyric-wise, again with the different metaphors I've stated, but the music in general. It's like we start off the song with the drums, and with the ideas again of the grinding, it's like a symbol of not only hard work, so like beating something, and again, work. Like drums are a lot of work, but it has that, again, the imagery and the sound of grinding against something, or a harsh sound, noisy sound from the circus. And it's better to sleep. He like goes low in his voice, in his vocal range, and it's like he's calming down after the rest of the lyrics, talking about the chaos that's happening. And then just especially the chorus, oh my goodness, the chorus. He starts off, I wanted to breathe in something, breathe in something, breathe in something else. And the way that it says this, and the melody especially, where it goes, breathe, da 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 da, it's like it creates and it perfectly displays that idea of someone breathing. And I just love it so much. Honestly, in my personal opinion, music should connect to lyric. It doesn't matter how rhetorical it is or how literal it is, it should in some way connect. The music and the lyrics have to work together in order to not just make something rhetorical and a deeper meaning, but without analyzing it, just to be a good song. And sometimes I just feel like there are some things that we hear or we see or we think about, and we subconsciously have a meaning for them, but we don't always think about that exact meaning. And it's just amazing. And this artist does this. This is not the only song on this album, or even in any of his other works that displays this. He is very good at writing and composing, and it's no wonder to me why he's done this for so many different people. I mean, heck, he even helped out with Soul Down the River, and that is my favorite song of all time. I don't think you understand how excited this makes me think, because, oh my goodness, and I just wish more people knew about it. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you hate my voice? Do I look hideous? Should I stop talking? Do I need help? Am I going insane? Leave it in the comments below. What other songs do you guys want me to tear to pieces? Did I get any lyrics wrong? Please, please, please correct me. It would help me so much. And until next time, thanks guys for watching, and remember to play it loud. Stuck on a wheel now, baby. It's like most of these songs, I don't even want to know what the lyrics mean. Because, like, because they're connected together, that's kind of a bad thing. Because then I start questioning if these songs, what are these noises coming out of my mouth hole? Client plus music supervisor plus talent equals art. Wow! So many grammar mistakes. It's my one weakness. Why is this so wordy? Roger Gisborne is a Yuki native. I am happy say still in the same Beatles phase. Smiley face. I think that's a wink. It's a wink. I'm wrong. I'm wrong for once. You get a point this time. Why am I caring about grammar in my own notes? I want to fix this. Is that how you pronounce it? Revis? Is it Revis or Revos? Found it. I'm just gonna say, not even the label, Sound X3 with his wife. Is it X3 or is it times 3?